Here are 50 random facts you probably didn't already know about me. I've never had a single driving lesson and therefore I cannot drive. I was born on a Wednesday. I graduated last summer and only 2 other people graduated with the same degree as me. Almost every single holiday I've ever been on has been either camping or caravanning. When I was in primary 7, I was once in the local newspaper for making a sculpture a caterpillar out of cotton buds and plasticine. I am a dog person. I have been blogging in some form or another since I was about 13. My favourite type of food is Thai or possibly Mexican. I didn't get my ears pierced until I was 17. I love marathoning TV shows and saving up a whole series to watch in one go. And in fact, I just started watching Dexter a couple of months ago and watched all the 8 series in about 6 weeks. I've always loved things that are supernatural and a bit weird and spooky. When I was younger, some of my favourite books were Vlad the Drac, which is about a little vampire that didn't like blood, so he drank washing up liquid. And I also loved the Tea Witches series, which was about 2 teenage girls who were also witches. My second toe is longer than my big toe. I don't like tea or coffee. I moved out of home and came to university when I was 17. I once got a Blue Peter badge for sending in a book review. It was amazing. I'm not really a fan of Harry Potter. Sorry everyone. I think I'm on my own for that one. I love the 80s, anything to do with it. Films, music, fashion. I used to be mildly obsessed with John Cusack. I think I've seen pretty much every single film he's ever been in. I only saw The Lion King for the first time last year and I wasn't that impressed. Sorry. I've only had my hair cut about 3 times in the past 4 years. I always used to think that my eyes were brown, but they're actually green. I've never owned any Apple products like an iPod, an iPhone, a Mac. Never. I can play the piano up to grade 4. I passed my grade 4 exam but then gave it up when I started doing my hires. In primary 6 I passed my level D and my level E English exam at the same time for creative writing. What the teachers didn't know though was I massively ripped off the idea for my story from an episode of Midsummer Murders I had recently watched. My favourite band are Alkaline Trio. I absolutely love them. I have done since I was about 14. But I haven't seen them live yet. I really want to. I am definitely a night owl. Anything before 11 AM I would consider early. One day I would love to write a novel. I love nights out. I really like going out. But sometimes I also like staying in. Brown brew is my favourite soft drink. I love stargazing and all things celestial. My favourite makeup brand is probably Benefit. I've never watched a single episode of Made in Chelsea or The Only Way is Essex. I love cooking. I also love eating. I am 5'4". My favourite computer games when I was growing up were Nerf Arena Blast, which is amazing, and The Sims, which I still play, and I also used to play Pokemon on my Game Boy a lot. I in fact still have a Game Boy and nowadays I only use it to play Tetris, which I am a pro at, by the way. It's the best. Probably about 80% of my wardrobe is made up of black dresses. If I'm not leaving the house then I won't bother getting dressed or putting makeup on. I am a Scorpio. My top 5 favourite animals in no particular order are frogs, wolves, bats, otters and meerkats. I hate public speaking and I'm really bad at it. Sometimes I cry at movies or TV or books, but I hardly ever cry at real life situations. I love baking cakes, but I'm not actually a huge fan of eating them. When I was younger I never used to have birthday cakes because I didn't like them. Instead I used to have an ice cream cake, which was amazing. Tuesdays are my least favourite day of the week. I never ever wear a watch. I always used to prefer silver jewellery but now I prefer gold. Mr. Bean is genuinely one of my favourite TV, movie, comedy things. I think it's hilarious and it really reminds me of being young and watching it with my dad. I only ever write using a black pen. I hate blue ink. It is the worst. I don't like being too hot. I would much rather be too cold. That was 50 whole things about me. Well done for sitting through this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.